It took some people a lot longer than it should have to realize this, but now nearly unanimously, everyone from the normie fans to hardcore Star Wars fans are starting to realize that the Rey movie is going to be an even bigger disaster than they thought. Not just because they're bringing back a character that no one's invested in. Daisy Ridley as Rey is not something that anybody is asking for or begging for, and it's not something most people actually want to see come back to the theaters. But really, the biggest disaster is who they decided to hire for this. The director Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, when she was announced at Star Wars Celebration that she would be doing the Rey movie, a self-proclaimed activist who's a documentarian who has no experience in this type of filmmaking, and all she's done since then is shovel identity politics. And it took some people over 8 months to finally start to figure out who this woman was, but welcome to the party. I'm glad you guys are finally here. The quotes that are going around today from Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy about it's about time a woman shaped the future of the Star Wars universe has everyone saying, well, one, the same thing. Kathleen Kennedy's been destroying Star Wars for the past 12 years, but this has now moved beyond the simple entertainment sphere, and this has moved in the culture war zeitgeist. You're seeing End Wokeness tweet this out. The next Star Wars film will be directed by a feminist activist and former journalist. The theme is centered around feminism. What could go wrong? Jeremy Boring of the Daily Wire. It's 2024. Isn't it about time we have women stop shaping stories in a galaxy far, far away? You gotta love that. And I gotta play it one more time after being heralded as the first woman and person of color to helm a Star Wars film. This is what this bitch says.
You know, I'm very thrilled about the project because I think what we are about to create is something very special. And we're in 2024 now. And I think it's about time that we had a woman come forward to shape the story in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh yes, about time we had a woman, as if we haven't had enough of those controlling the future of Star Wars. But the crazy thing to me is we're starting now to see people uncover videos and put out videos. This is the next director? Wow, this is going to be a nightmare. Yes, I agree. Thank you, Matt Walsh, for sharing this video out there. Some of us have been talking about this for nearly a year now. Over here, I talked about this exact same video where Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy talks about how much she loves making men uncomfortable and teaching them a lesson in her filmmaking. This is from 8 months ago. TikTok videos of her that are being uncovered from, again, months and months ago, 7 months ago. Some of us have been on top of this for a while, but welcome to the party. For people that didn't know about all this shit, here's a good reminder. This is the person, the woke activist. This is what she likes men to feel for her movies.
What is the balance of activating a force for change, but also trying to permeate that patriarchy, that power structure? And is that a part of the calculation of your art as well? And what's been the reaction to that?
And this is Jon Stewart, by the way. This is a clip from 8 years ago, right, at the Women in the World little summit or panel that they did. Listen to this bitch's response.
Oh, absolutely. I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable. Not you, just not you. Not you.
Point taken, point taken.
The cuck Jon Stewart, what a bitch.
But, it is important to be able to look into the eyes of a man and say, I am here, and recognize that. And recognize that I am working to bring something that makes you uncomfortable, and it should make you uncomfortable because you need to change your attitude. And it's only when you're uncomfortable, when you're shifty, when you have to have difficult conversations that you will perhaps look at yourself in the mirror and not like the reflection. And then say, maybe there is something wrong with the way I think, or maybe there is something wrong with the way I am addressing this issue.
And Matt Walsh follows up, this movie's destined to be Disney's biggest flop yet. It certainly could be. All we've ever heard from this woman, nothing about how much she loves Star Wars, nothing about what a fan she is. It's all about her identity and how proud she is of that. Here's this TikTok. You're going to start seeing this go around. I guarantee it. You're going to start seeing this as well. This is from, I think, Vice in April 20th is when this came out. We've talked about it before, but obviously people are rediscovering for the first time all of these things.
And I am directing the next Star Wars film. I'm excited about bringing Daisy Ridley back into the Star Wars galaxy And in telling her story, I'm excited to be immersed in the Jedi Academy. And I think there is so much excitement around the new Jedi Order. I've always kicked open doors that were previously closed. And I think my feeling is that there is a critical mass of women who have begun to move forward in places that were previously closed to them.
That's what all of this is about. And then the rest of it's literally just her talking about being Pakistani and talking about other Pakistani filmmakers and actors and how proud she is because of the color of their skin and where they come from, blah, blah, blah. That's all this is. That's all this woman cares about. And that's why she was hired. So it's funny to see all these different, whether political commentators or culture war commentators that much more normie, right, than the people who follow along with us all the time. They're finally realizing who this person is and uncovering some of the stuff we've been talking about for almost a year at this point. You got people like this sending out polls that were out there 3 years ago. Who should be in charge of Star Wars content? Kathleen Kennedy or Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau? That ship has sailed. John and Dave had their chance, and they delivered absolute pure dog shit over the past couple years. The answer to this is don't pick one. That's why I haven't voted. It should be none of the above. But it just shows that even people that are very, very normie are now seeing what an absolute fucking nightmare this Rey movie is going to be. Hiring a complete and total woke activist who knows nothing about Star Wars, has not talked about Star Wars at all, has only talked about her identity and how excited she is to be the first person of color to direct a Star Wars movie. Congrats. I'm really happy that you're going to be the first woman, the first person of color to direct a massive Star Wars failure. All of us are going to be pointing and laughing at you. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.